Sony's PlayStation 5 controllers are notorious for one frustrating problem: stick drift.
Stick drift.
It's an issue that has affected many players, and unfortunately I'm no exception. Even my relatively new controller, which I only started using about 3 months ago, has already shown signs of stick drift. But since I bought it in Feb of last year, it's no longer covered under warranty, so I can't simply send it in for repair. So I had to sit down and figure out my options. I quickly realized that repairing the controller wasn't a viable solution, especially here in Canada, where labor costs are so high that a technician will simply direct you to Best Buy to pick up a new one. This left me with two choices: either buy the standard DualSense controller or splurge on the $200 DualSense Edge, which is marketed as a pro controller with replaceable stick modules. The idea behind the DualSense Edge is that whenever you experience stick drift, you can swap out just the faulty stick instead of replacing the entire controller. Now, if stick drift is a deal breaker for you and your budget allows it, the DualSense Edge might seem like a no-brainer. You might even think that it's generous of Sony to finally listen to customers. However, you'd be mistaken if you didn't see this as just another one of Sony's money-sucking strategies, wherein they're creating a problem and then selling you a solution that isn't even a proper solution. I'll explain why in a few moments, but this whole situation made me realize that Sony is allegedly running the greatest scam ever. They've deliberately designed a controller where accessing the analog sticks, the single most important point of failure, is a nightmare. Even trying to fix or replace them is a frustrating ordeal. The process is tedious and risky, with every tiny screw and fragile component feeling like a potential disaster waiting to happen. One wrong move and you voided your warranty. If you're not a seasoned expert with the tools and patience of a watchmaker, you're left with two annoying choices: either pay for a brand new controller or deal with Sony's overpriced repair service. Neither option is particularly appealing when all you wanted was a controller that actually works. Now, if the DualSense Edge truly solved stick drift forever, I wouldn't be here making this video. Even if it seemed like they tried, I would have given them credit where it was due. However, all it does is offer the option to replace the stick modules, which, like I mentioned, are extremely susceptible to wear and tear. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what do you want Sony to do? Build a titanium controller that never breaks? No. For those who might not know, there's already a technology in the controller market that solved this issue a long time ago. And by long time ago, I mean in 1983, when Atari first introduced Hall effect sensors. Controllers that use Hall effect sensors do not get stick drift because they rely on a contactless magnetic sensing mechanism with no physical contact between the moving parts. There's no wear and tear that typically causes stick drift in traditional potentiometer based joysticks like the PS5 controllers. Essentially, with Hall effect sensors, the lack of friction prevents the degradation over time that leads to stick drift. And the craziest part, they're not even expensive. There are Hall effect sensors for PC that cost less than $50, but you can't use them because Sony doesn't allow for third-party controllers. There are little to no downsides with using Hall effect sensors, as they've consistently proven to be more reliable, more durable, and even more accurate than PS5's potentiometer sensors. Based on all this, I really do think it's a great scam, well, a business strategy by Sony, because they deliberately ignore a well-known issue, offer abysmal customer service, force people to buy more flawed controllers, and then sell a premium controller that doesn't actually solve the problem because they choose not to use a proven technology that's been around for almost half a century. I'd love to be hopeful and say that they will fix the issue or they're not really scamming us, but what's happening right now, it's just wishful thinking. We're nearly on the cusp of the PS6 next year, and this problem hasn't gone away or at least improved. In fact, it seems even worse. Sony knows exactly what's going on and they seem to love it. Unfortunately, that sucks for you, me, and the entire PlayStation community. With that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you like the video, don't forget to leave a like. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.